Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're in the machinery shed here and it's absolutely throwing it down outside. A couple of years ago we sold the John Deere 6930 and we changed it for this one, the 6R, the 6155. And when we were looking around for them, they were just bringing out some of the new 6R John Deeres with LED lights on them, and we never got an LED model, we just got the bulbed model. So there's a farmer in the Netherlands who's sent us some LED lights, and he's asked us to try them out, and if we like them we're allowed to keep them, which I really appreciate. I'll leave the link to them in the description down below. So this is what they look like. Each LED light is 2000 lumens, and there's going to be about 18 lights go on this tractor approximately. They're really well made, and they're an LED, so that's what they look like in the box. Hopefully you can pick them up, pick it up on camera. And I must say there's a good bit of weight to them. That's cast aluminium, I believe, and they look like they should, last a good while over the standard bulbs which we've got in the John Deere at the moment. One of the reasons why we want to upgrade is because in the winter, when it gets towards sort of 4 o'clock, especially in the farmyard, it gets very dark, and we haven't, as you would have seen in this farm, it's getting old, it's getting tired in places, we haven't got the best lighting. So I thought, well, why don't we upgrade the lighting on the tractors and the equipment? The Manitou's got LEDs, but the John Deere has never had it, has never had LEDs, and I just thought, well, it would be a good idea to upgrade the lighting on the John Deere, and then we don't have to invest too much in lighting on the buildings. So apparently it's going to be a bit like an eclipse sun, this lighting system, so that when you're outside working, in the future, if we get a hedge cutter, if we've got on the flail mower, or if we're carting some cattle late at night, we'll be able to see where we're going a lot better. And as I'm sure you're aware, a lot of people are getting into LED lights nowadays. They're just really good quality. They say that they don't blow as easily as the standard bulbs, like the halogen bulbs, so we'll give it a try. So just to give you an idea, these are the standard bulbed lights which we've got on the John Deere at the moment, and we're going to swap them out in a minute. Probably the best sort of lighting you can get nowadays. They do the job, and it's a slightly yellow light, it's not like a white light which you get on the LEDs. We have actually got some LEDs on the front at the moment. These are some Craw LED handle lights I fitted a while ago for any keen viewers, and we had them just in the corners of the headlights, and they've been absolutely brilliant. You can just see that's what's lighting up the Manitou at the moment, the LED lights. Look how bright they are compared to the rest of the tractor. And I find when I'm doing work at night, the LEDs seem to do most of the lighting up over the bulbs. So these top bulbs here will just pop out, and the other ones will need a spanner for. So this is the LED replacement from LED handle. So this is a pop-in one. So all I've got to do is push this one in, clip it in, and we'll have an LED light on the front where that old bulb used to be. And this is a bit of a tricky part. This is the hole here. These are the lights which you actually have to take the tops off, so these don't push in, but all you have to do is just go in with a screwdriver of some description and then just break them like that, and then the two parts come out, and we then use these on the new lights at the back. So the parts we've just taken off, we'll be using these to make a hole on there, just like the old ones, and then we can put the bolt through those plastic grips. Well, we've just done the first two. We're just on our middle one here, and it's a little bit of a fiddly job because you've got to get your hands in there to be able to do up the nuts and then twist the lights around and plug them in, which does take a little bit of time each per light. The end result, will be worth it. We've just got these three now, which will be a nice comparison against the bulb lights on the other side of this cab. They're clicked in. I'll fire up these lights, we'll get a bit of power going through them. And if you're interested in these lights from this company, if you've got a tractor and you'd like to upgrade the lighting on it, I'll leave the link in the description for LED Handle, which is a company from the Netherlands. We want them a little bit tight because when we put the lights in the right position, we'll just leave them there, so we don't have to adjust them anymore. If we ever come to sell this tractor, we can just take off the LED lights, put the bulbed ones back on, and plug them back in, and then the tractor can be sold if that was ever the case. Or you could equally sell them with the LED lights on. Okay, so I've got most of the LED lights I've got on, or wanted to get on. We also, earlier on this year, changed the little beacons at the top. We changed them for LEDs over the bulb beacons because we kept blowing bulbs when we were going down tracks and catching branches and things like that. So in the end, we went for LED with the beacons and for the lights now. So we've got a couple of halogen bulbs. We've got the standard bulbs just behind the bonnet there. They're both still bulbs. But we just need, we're just going to have to wait for a couple of new LEDs for there, and it'll be a nice setup then. There you go, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. That'll be quite a nice setup in the winter when we're doing jobs in the field. Okay, we'll just see how that looks. Thanks for your messages. I had a couple of messages yesterday. There's a lovely John Deere 6930 for sale with low hours. If we were in the market for a 6930, I think that would be the one we'd go for. But that's crazy money. It's 65,000. But it's a lovely piece of equipment, and they were a great machine, back in the day. But now things have changed, and you have to leave a comment in the comment section what you think about the LED lights. You think they're a good choice? Rather than having the original bulbs, or would you rather have the bulbs? If you just look below the LEDs, these ones, these rounded bulbs, they're a little bit more difficult to change because they're wired in, so you just have to undo the box and then put some new wires on, and then you can have LEDs there as well, and LEDs on the front, which would be quite nice just to finish it off. But yeah, these are very powerful LEDs, and I think they'll make a considerable difference, certainly when we're doing muck spreading this year. Bringing back cattle from the marshes, we can use like the tractor to light up the cattle pens rather than running around in the dark trying to get our cattle in. So yeah, it's a big improvement. And if I put the sides on as well, there we go. So we've got the sides on as well, each side, and then I've got the back ones to do, the back lights, which are still currently the old bulb style, and we've got to take the back ones off as well to put our LED bulbs in. They take a little bit of time to do. But that'll be a nice job for this evening. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Do you think it's a good idea? Should we keep the LED lights, or should we go back to the original halogen bulbs? I personally do quite like the LEDs, and we'll try them out for 6 months, see how we get on with them. And especially going into winter, it's a perfect time to be using LED lights over the standard bulbs, which we've been using for years on the farm. So yeah, the Manitou's got an LED light in the front, which is quite handy. Just one LED light, and that is absolutely brilliant. So we've got 18 we're going to put on this. That'll make the world of difference. So thanks very much for watching today's video. As you can see, it's absolutely chucking it down on the farm this weekend. And I hope tomorrow we can go out to the ploughing match, which is over at Deere, if it's not cancelled. And we'll take the Defender, and we'll try and head around, maybe even stay in the cab with the Defender and get some good footage of the ploughing. So I'll catch you in tomorrow's video when we're heading over to see the ploughing. Look at this in the shed. It's the way forward. LEDs. There we are. Not a bad touch. I like when the JD just leaves a couple on, a couple of the LEDs. I wish the camera would do them justice. They do look pretty cool in person, and boy oh boy do they shine bright.